guys, I'm Ashley with Grace & Goods.
And I'm Shelby with the RE Event Studio.
And this is the Business Bestie Podcast.
Okay, so good morning. And on today's episode, we've got a really fun one because we have our husbands here.
Welcome.
So everyone sees the highlight reel of entrepreneurship, the events, the growth, the business, but there are people behind the scenes that are supporting it all that I feel like people don't always get to see. So today we thought it would be fun to have you guys on there and see entrepreneurship from your guys' perspective. So,
all right.
So I'm going to start off by introducing my husband, Eden. We've been together for 15 years, married for over 11, which means we've been through a lot of life together, the ups and the downs, personal growth, career growth, and some big changes and big decisions. So one thing about me is I tend to come up with a new idea like once a year, like a new venture or a new business idea.
At least.
But when I came to you with the idea of the RE, things were a little different. At that time, I did still own the boutique, and honestly, I didn't plan to leave. But I came to you and we were talking about investing time and money that we didn't necessarily have into starting a whole new business. So, do you remember what you thought when I first came to you with the idea of the RE?
I think I liked the idea because you were ready to get out from where you were. From the boutique, I mean, you were ready to kind of move on from that, but I didn't know exactly what I thought because I didn't know how this worked. I didn't know how the renting a venue would work. Mm-hmm. How do I make money off of it? I guess that's the first thing. And obviously you had it all mapped out, so I'm supportive in that way, but I didn't know how exactly it was gonna work. So it took a lot of explaining from you to me how we're gonna make money and how, I guess, convincing me that it's going to work, that it's a good idea.
Yeah. So, and then fast forward, because again, I was still working at the boutique, so still had like a steady income paycheck from that. So what about the moment when I told you I was going to leave the boutique and go to the RE full time? What were your thoughts?
That's a scary one because obviously majority of the financial responsibility falls on me, but we've gone back and forth multiple times where financial responsibility went to you versus me. So I wasn't too worried about it, but it is kind of scary. And me having to invest more time to make more money on the side over there and then still, because it's me and you that are doing all the projects in here. Right. So having to still
spend the extra time here
exactly.
on top of working.
Yeah, so it was scary, but you know, it's worked out always, and I'm kind of just go with the flow. That's one thing she doesn't like about me, but
yeah,
it works out.
It'll always work out.
You're like type A, and you're like, it is what it is. We're just gonna go with it.
Yeah, she freaks out about certain things, which she probably has a right to be, and I should be freaking out too. I'm like, it'll work out, it's fine. It usually does. Yeah. It usually does, so it works out in my favor, but yeah.
So far, you've been lucky. We've been lucky, and it's always worked out.
Yeah.
I'm going to introduce my husband, David. So, David, it's been 2 years this April since I've had the physical storefront, but I just quit my job, October? Yeah. So it's been a few months. When I told you I was going to open a boutique, what did you think about that?
I was kind of nervous just because, same thing going into me working and the stability of having money and making sure that bills and all of our responsibilities and everything was taken care of. Just nervous about that, but I mean, we got through it and everything's good. I mean, your store's doing good, so.
It all worked out.
See, it works.
So what did you think when I finally took the leap to leave my full-time job to do it full-time?
Just nervous. When you quit your job where you have stable income, not knowing what's going to happen over there at the store and what the business is going to be like. So just kind of going into the unknown, not knowing what you're.
Yeah, that's how I felt too, going into the complete unknown.
Yeah.
But I think it took you a while to do that. So you made sure that the store was doing good before you decided
Yeah.
to leave.
I definitely wanted to have some type of foundation before I just threw all my eggs into the basket.
Yeah.
Made the leap.
And I guess the thought of there's always a 9-to-5 out there to go back to. So I'm like, if it doesn't work out, the reality of things, the worst thing that's going to happen is I have to get a job. So
Yeah.
Go back to a 9
Well,
to 5.
nobody's-
right back to where I am right now.
Yeah.
So
Nobody's ever made it without taking a chance, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I've been an entrepreneur for 7 years now. I was thinking about this earlier when I was writing this, and I was like, gosh, all the way back into 2019 was when we started the boutique. And I feel like I had a few things before that. So 7 to 8 years. I haven't worked for anyone else during that time. From your perspective, what do you think people misunderstand about being married to an entrepreneur?
I mean, I think it's the sacrifice that both sides have to make. You are your own boss, and I don't want to say that on here. No, I think it's the sacrifice that both people have to make, and people don't understand how much work actually goes into it. There's that, what was the saying we saw? It was like, I didn't want to work a 9 to 5, so I opened my own business, and now I work 24 hours a day. So I think people misunderstand that. You think you own your own business and you're rich, you're making all this money, and you have this free time because we don't miss anything that, Ari has going on in school or whatever. So it seems like there's so much freedom, but people don't see us in here at midnight flipping events and then having to get up at 6 a.m. or that's mostly you now, but getting up at 6 a.m. to go, to go flip the Ari again and get it ready for another event and then still have to go to Ari's dances and doing all this other stuff. So I think people just misunderstand how much work actually goes on into it. It's not just open a storefront or open a venue and money starts coming in.
Right.
exactly. Yeah, and all the behind the scenes stuff, not even just coming here physically, but she's planning everything. She's
Yeah.
going over the finances. She's doing the marketing, the social media.
Yeah.
Always on her phone, probably 24/7, because I know I am, and it annoys him, but 90% of the time, it's work.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not just scrolling. Yeah.
I mean, the good part of, or I guess in that aspect, in the relationship aspect of it, her and I are both, I work from my phone majority of the time too, so we're both on our phones working, so we can't really get mad at each other too much.
Even though I get mad at him all the time. I'm like, why are you on your phone? I was like,
She's-
it's 11 o'clock, work's over, why are you on your phone?
She's on her phone, like doing something, and then she puts it down and is like, why are you on your phone? I'm like, you literally just put yours down.
Yeah.
But, it works. It works for us. So it's not for everybody, but it works for us.
David, what's one thing you wish people understood about being married to a business owner?
Pretty much the same thing. I mean, I work second shift, so I'm gone all week. You're doing your business, and Maya's at school, so whenever I get home on the weekends, that's pretty much the only time that we have with each other, me, you, and Maya. So most of the time, she's going out and she's going to events or pop-ups and things like that, so not all the time we get to see each other, which sucks, but it is what it is. She working hard
Yeah.
out there and trying to, make all the business work out, so it's just, I wish we had more time with each other, but unfortunately I have to work second shift, so.
Yeah, but I think even just like the sacrifice that like people don't realize that like your significant others have to make when you own your own business.
Yeah.
That time away. I know when I was in the boutique and did markets, like on the weekends, that's the majority of the time I'm doing that. And so we have to sacrifice like
Yep.
our
Your
time
weekends together,
Yeah.
yeah. If you had to run my business for one day, what do you think you'd mess up?
First.
The money.
Where do you
Like
start?
you spend it all or?
No, I would probably charge people less or more. I don't know. If I had to like do return, I feel like I would mess
yeah.
that up, but because I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I
Just
helped
like
you
the
set
whole-
up and
yes.
all that stuff, but I don't know. I've got in there and messed with it a few times. I'm just like, what the heck?
Like
tried
the in and outs of like the POS system.
Yeah, I tried to catch people out when she had the boutique, and
I'm
it
also
didn't go
like,
well.
she has her grandma do it sometimes, so I'm like, if grandma can do it, I can.
We believe in you. Ashley,
Shout out, Grandma.
Ashley will train you. So I feel like we're always filming like around the house or out and about. So what's the weirdest thing you feel like you've seen me done for either content or like marketing purposes?
This should have been one of the questions that
you got to see.
Yeah.
That you got to think about.
Now, I mean, I don't know if it's anything weird, but it is like time to time when I like walk in the house and Ari's like, "Dad, be quiet, Mom's filming." Or I walk in and they're sitting at the table and they do their YouTube stuff and they're like, "Hello guys, we're opening this squishy, or we're opening this." So I walk in the filmings all the time. So
just filmings and
So it's just another day to you.
well, yeah, I mean, and it hasn't really been anything weird. I don't know if there's been anything weird that you.
This is literally bringing me a flashback of when TikTok first got like big and real, like during COVID 2020.
Yeah.
And do you remember the video?
The horse video?
The horse video
Yeah, that's
where
the
it was
first thing
Old Town Road. And the girl like is bent over with her ponytail so it looks like the horse and the guys we did that.
We did. That was, see, I was gonna say that, but that wasn't for.
That wasn't for
It wasn't for business, but that just like came to
And
my head.
that's a
I was
memory that I want to forget because I was like too short. She's like tall, so then I just looked like I was part of the horse. We looked like we were in one of those human bodies
Wait,
or
I need
human
to see
heads.
this.
I have it somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll find it for you.
Yeah, I want to see that video. That's
Oh
funny.
my gosh. Okay. One thing people don't always see is what support actually looks like at home. And I know we kind of touched on this, but what does that look like for you when it comes to supporting me and everything that I have going on in my business?
Well, like you said in the beginning, you said you have a new idea all the time. So I think I've just learned to accept those ideas and not really question them because, I mean, I give you feedback, but just trying to be supportive in when you have something going on, because it's the time, like he was saying, the weekend time when we spend time together is the one that gets sacrificed the most. During the week, Ari has school. It's rare that we have, or you have events going on and all that. It's usually the weekend. So it's like, oh, this weekend we want to spend time together. Well, there's this event. Or, you know, we're hanging out with friends and it's something that I'm excited to go to, or we're both excited to go to, friend's birthday or something. And it's like, well, we got to leave at 10 because we got to do this at the RA because there's an event at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So I guess in that sense, just understanding that it is business. It's not something that I'm just like, oh my God, I have to go do, which I do feel that way. But not expressing it and just being like, okay, we got to get it done. I mean, that's part of what is supporting us or supporting our family and trying to grow it. So just understanding that it's not you trying to ruin my fun. It's we have business to take care of.
And we're together, at least when you come and do the flips with me, we're hanging out.
It's a lot different hanging out with friends and we're like playing beer pong.
Yeah.
and then I gotta come up here and I gotta clean up after other people play beer pong. So
Yeah, I get that. But I like that you mentioned sometimes you feel inside, oh, I don't want to do this, but you hold it in and you don't show that.
Yeah.
Because honestly, hearing that from your husband, then you feel like you're a burden and
I mean, I've said it before and I've gotten that. I get the feedback back. So, I mean, it's just understanding. We're learning every step of the way. We've never owned she's never owned a boutique before, but she did that. We've never owned an event space. We're doing that. So it's like every day it's something new. Well, you know, new things are going to come up and it's a learning curve. And sometimes, I'm like, I don't want to go do this. But I mean, you know, learn every step of the way and we help each other out. That's all it is.
So from me making the transition to working full-time to now running a business, what changes have you seen in me?
Well, going from being at an actual like 9 to 5, it's just like you have your own time pretty much to go and do what you want to do at your boutique. And I know that that's what you want to do. You enjoy being over there. So definitely been a lot happier because you get to be with Maya, pick her up from school. You know, you don't have to wait until it's 5 o'clock at night to go pick her up. And then by the time you get home, it's 6, 7 o'clock. So I definitely enjoy that you enjoy doing that because I know that's where you want to be. So I'm glad you got to go over there and have that business. And yeah, do what you want to do. Makes you happy. Makes me happy. That's where I want you. So.
Thank you.
So I feel like piggybacking off of Ashley, what changes have you seen in me since starting the RE? Before starting the RE to now?
I mean, I think it's kind of what he said too. It's a lot more just enjoyment in what you do from you. Like, you enjoy coming up here, you enjoy planning events, you enjoy doing this stuff, you get the free time. It's a lot easier to do a job that you enjoy doing than working a job that you hate. And it doesn't feel like work when you like it.
Yep.
That's why you're at 11 o'clock at night, you're sitting there and, you know, making posters or whatever and posting on social media because you enjoy what you're doing. I mean, it's not something that's making you rich or whatever, but you enjoy doing it and it doesn't feel like work. So I think just more seeing you happier in what you're doing. So I think that's the biggest change. Not coming home and being like, oh my God, I had the worst day.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah.
And be honest for this one, do you ever feel like the business takes too much of my time? Or has there ever been a moment when you've said, okay, Shelby, we need to slow down a little?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's not something that I hold against you because it's starting up a business. So I understand. I haven't worked, or neither of us have worked a 9 to 5. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 since we've been together.
Yeah.
You know, I've worked from home for 10 years straight. So there was a management of time and trying to figure out, you know, we had Ari before she started school, you know, at home, obviously, and I'm working from home, and she doesn't understand that Dad's working. So there's a lot of work that goes on into building something. So yeah, it does take time away, but we have an understanding that it's not forever. Like, the plan is to grow, and as you grow, you expand and, you know, hire on employees and whatever, and it frees up that time. But nobody starts off opening a business and being like, I'm gonna work 2 hours a week. You know, I have somebody running this, I have somebody running that. Well, it doesn't work that way. I think that's kind of goes back to that other question where we were talking about what people don't understand. You think you start a business and you have 10 employees and you're the boss, you're the CEO, and everybody else is running something. You just get boss people around. No, you're the boss. You're the toilet cleaner, or the janitor, and
the other day I had to be the handyman and I had to clean that.
Yeah.
And
so, okay.
All right, so I think this is something that a lot of couples deal with. So between my business and your job, your business and your schedule, there can be a lot of stress in a week. So how do we personally keep the stress from spilling over into our marriage?
Wine Wednesdays. No, I mean, I think we make sure, because we're able to. I come home, we have dinner together every night. You know, she doesn't like, we sit on the couch and watch our shows, but that is, you know, part of our hanging out together. And there's job talk, but then you just have to change it and just shut it off sometimes and talk about what's going on and talk about, you know, what your friends have going on, what's bothering you, because your entire life, as much as it may seem, because you work 24 hours, your entire life isn't work. So sometimes turning that off is good.
Yeah, I feel like for us, communication, I feel like we are a pretty good communicator.
On it, and that's what I'm saying. It's that, you know, eat dinner together, hang out, turn the phone off or whatever. You know, it's hard to do because when I do come home, I get home about 6 o'clock. I'm still working. So then I am on my phone. So we will, from time to time, sit down and eat dinner, and I get a phone call and I have to step away. But it's just an understanding from both sides that this is our life.
This is where we're at. So.
And we chose it. Nobody forced you to open a business. Nobody forced me to be in the line of work that I'm in. So it's paying the bills, and we enjoy doing it and deal with it.
Agreed. How do we handle stress? I feel like neither one of us get stressed.
I was like, I don't think I've actually ever seen either of you stressed.
We don't. I mean, most of the time I try to keep mine at work because I'm a supervisor of like 9 people. So, and a lot of them are new. They bring a lot of stress to me because I'm out there having to do the job. When I'm over here helping this person needs me as well. So, I just try to leave most of it at work. When I go home, that's for these guys. My time's for these guys, and when I'm at work, it's for them. So I try to leave it all at work.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to be stressed out.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I get stressed very often.
Her being doing what she does, I don't think she has a whole lot of stress either. I mean, we're pretty happy, honestly, all the time. So
Yeah.
Like I'll have a random bad day, but I usually go to you.
Yeah. I was like, I think I usually get the brunt of that stress.
I'll usually be like, Shelby, I've had a day.
Yeah, she
But,
just said,
yeah.
what was it, yesterday, I think? What was yesterday?
The day was
No,
super
the day it
windy.
was windy.
Windy, yeah.
When
she
your
already
guys'
knows about
fence
it.
blew down. Oh yeah, she
the
told me
fence
right
blew
away.
down, so I'll fix that because she's worried about the dog getting out. And then there's something else though you messaged me
I had some
about.
issues with a company I'm just not going to name
Yeah.
on here. But yeah.
But it was just a day. It was like one of those where it's
Yeah.
just like it just feels like it's just constantly building up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fine. By the end of the day, I was smiling again. Yeah.
I told you, it's all gonna work out. Just sit back and have a cup of coffee.
But I feel like
Enjoy the
me and you are very laid back people
Yeah.
for the most part. So that's hard to stress us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Challenging set.
I might be a little less laid back, but it's fine.
She gets a little worked up sometimes, but she comes from her daddy. Shout out Daddy Brett.
Wait, you have to tell our audience what your like nickname is in your family.
And from my dad?
Yeah.
Fish.
I thought it was the general.
Oh, that's the family.
Yeah. I was like, how'd you know about that? I don't. Yeah, so my family calls me the general. My uncle started calling me that, and then somehow all like family get-togethers and family planning like is always on me. I'm like, I did not ask for this task. And
Like,
it's
you
always
handle it the
and it's
best.
always, well, what's the general have to say? But my childhood nickname is Fish.
Why?
Because we were always at the lake and I always swam. Yeah, my dad still calls me that, and then my cousin calls me it too.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's what I was like.
Girl.
Okay, so we're gonna do speed round. So quick answers, don't overthink it, and you both have to answer the question. So if Ashley asks the question, you answer it first, and then you answer.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were first. Me, I'm first. Okay. Who's more dramatic about stress in general? Probably me.
Definitely.
No.
Me?
Well, yeah. You knew the answers to that before you asked.
Who takes longer to get ready before events or work things, me or you?
You.
Yeah.
Her. She'll say me. She'd say me because.
Somehow I'm still downstairs before you every single time.
Okay, so I let her go get ready and she's doing her hair and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait. So I give her like 30 minutes and I'm like, okay, I'm up to get ready. So then she ends up finishing and she's downstairs. She's like, how are you not ready already? I'm like, you've been getting ready for 45 minutes. So.
We have like 3 bathrooms. We'll just go in a different bathroom.
Yeah, I'm like
We
5
have 2
minutes, I'm
bathrooms,
ready.
and all 3 of us will only use the one.
The one
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the other bathroom is technically ours, but
I'm usually ready and wait in the car, and these guys have like half hour, or I'm out in the garage or something waiting on them. So
Beauty takes time.
yeah. You're
Darling.
lucky. Okay. What's one thing we worry about more than we should?
Money.
Good one.
I'd say the same. Money.
It's always money.
I know. We
That's-
talk about it every day.
Well, can never have enough of it.
I mean, that is true.
That's true, but also it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, too much of it
Yeah.
is also not a good thing. So,
It's just everything in the world nowadays is expensive. It don't matter what it is.
Yeah, you can't do anything without money, so.
Yeah.
my friend has a say, he always comes out, he'll send me Snapchats and he walks outside and he goes, he's like, you guys need to go outside and take deep breaths and just smell the air because it's going to cost one day.
There is such thing as
Dang.
air rights. You can buy air.
Oh, okay. Well, see, now we need more money. We have to prepare. Okay, so David already answered this one, but I'm still gonna ask it to you. If you had to run my business for one day, what would you mess up first?
Probably the scheduling. I think I look at your calendar and it looks like a puzzle. So yeah, probably that.
Scheduling.
I'd show up in there before events.
At the same time.
At the same time.
No.
Right now, I would just turn it into a party. We'd have a
You'd just be like, everyone come in together.
baby shower, wedding, all of it together.
There you go. What's one business idea that I've had that you've thought, oh, this might be a little crazy, if there is anything?
I mean, the one that you have right now, the boutique.
You thought it was crazy?
At first, yeah, it's just like, man, I don't know. I mean, I had doubt, honestly.
Yeah.
But I mean, you made it work, so you're a go-getter.
Thank you. Got that dog in me.
Wedding planning.
Wedding planning, yeah, that was,
You were good at it, but I was just like, this is just not like, you're the general and you don't like your family going to you for advice on what to do and how to do it, and then you're gonna have
Strangers.
a bride. Yeah, a bride that, you know, the bridezilla that would come in and like freak out. I'm like, she's gonna cuss her out. Be like, plan your own wedding and just walk out. So. But
yeah, I
that
did that like 10 years ago. I did it for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
And then again, it was all weekends, and I was just like, I don't want to commit like every single weekend to.
Yeah.
And it was all day, like all day thing.
And
So
the night before.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're like 8 a.m. until, 10 p.m. You're going to this whole day of, guiding them through that.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's at least like, okay, we have an event, you come up here, we set it up, and then we leave.
Yeah.
And unless there's something else going on, we don't have to come back. You kind of monitor what's going on.
Okay, last question. What's the best part about being married to a business owner?
I think it's the freedom
Mm-hmm.
that you could potentially have. I mean,
Yeah, I
obviously
feel
not
like the freedom for our family in general, like being able to pick our.
Yeah, not every business is going to give you that freedom, but the one we're in is able to, provide for those. Like, I want to be at those cheerleading events or whatever she has going on, but with what I have going on, sometimes I can't. But it's nice that she has at least one parent, and it doesn't matter if it's happening at noon on a Saturday or noon on a Wednesday or 8 p.m. Like, the schedule works, you can plan around it and be at all those events. So
It's also nice not to have to ask another grown adult if you can have a day off.
That's great too.
I'm older than you and I'm asking you. Yeah.
Like when we want to go on well, for me, obviously, when we want to go on vacation, I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah. I mean, he obviously does work for somebody else, so for the most part, he has to make sure it's okay. But it is really nice to just be able to be like, yeah, I have no.
Well, I think this episode showed another side of entrepreneurship that people don't get to see, which is the people supporting us behind the scenes, our hubbies. So thank you guys for coming on. And thank you for supporting us in all of our crazy endeavors.
Yeah, I know. We definitely probably wouldn't be able to do it all without you guys.
Yeah.
So write that down, make a note, put that
We
on
said thank you.
Put that on a podcast that you'll be able to play over and over because you might not hear it again. Just kidding. I love
Do you guys have anything to say in closing?
Thank you for having us. No, I mean, I think we covered a lot more than I had expected to cover.
Yeah.
Got a little personal sometimes, but that's good.
I think it makes it more relatable because a lot of times that's why people watch our show is to like realize like, hey, I'm not alone. Like, oh my gosh, they have, husbands that support them or don't support them or, and how it works when, he works second shift. So it's completely different than maybe somebody else who.
Yeah, I mean, I think it opens up this you guys' side to other people to get to see, because it's not just you, it's not just the storefront, it's not just that. There is a whole nother life that is a lot bigger than just this behind the scenes that's happening. And you might be doing good, you might be doing bad, but there's other people depending on you, and for other people to see that it's not just you standing in that store or you standing here, there's a lot more behind it.
Yeah.
Yep. You're not just supporting a business, you're supporting a family.
A whole
Yes.
family.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, this is actually the finale episode for season 3, so we will be announcing season 4 soon, but we're going to take a little bit of a break. But we hope that you enjoyed this season and all of our guests.
Season 4.
Season 4.
Season 4.